When the Four Horsemen reformed in 1993, were you considered for the fourth spot? Because I know Tully Blanchard, they lowballed him an offer, and then they ended up choosing Paul Roma. Did no one come to think, come and ask you, because you would have been a natural fit with the Arn Anderson tag team?
Yeah, I mean, some people think I, might have been a horseman, but I was never a horseman. And when you mentioned 93, I'm thinking, I think I got to like 91, was the Enforcers gotten a group. 93 is probably when I already started doing the broadcasting, and especially on the syndicated shows where I wasn't on the main show until Nitro started. But I think 93, I was already with the broadcasting deal, so my name wasn't even on the list of another, 25 horsemen that wanted to be a horseman.
Yeah, but your name was on the list in '94 when you came out of retirement with Steve Regal, who convinced you of getting the trunks back on for that one.
I did. I mean, I was doing the broadcasting in like 94, 95, whatever it was, and I was already pulling my hair out because, again, we had a whole bunch of new guys, Sting and Luger and the Nasty Boys and the Public Enemy and the Steiners and a bunch of new guys, but the art of working, wrestling, the art of the old school that I came from, of psychology, was starting to be lost, a lost art. And the look was changing, where most of the guys were there because they were bodybuilders. I mean, Lex Luger looked ridiculously great, but he couldn't wrestle his way out of a paper bag because he was so into, his muscles. But what was invented then was the clothesline. Everybody started doing the clothesline. When I would do the syndicated, voiceovers, I didn't see it, and the guys, the voiceover guy, and they didn't see it, the tape yet. So I look at the card and I go, you got that, that's 5 clotheslines. Oh, the Nasty Boys, that's 15 clotheslines. Oh, Public Enemy, there's another 10 clotheslines. So we'd bet, and I'd set the over-under on clotheslines. So I was like, okay, well, this show, I'll set the over at 30 clotheslines. And people would bet. We'd bet $5 or so. And during the show, we'd be calling the match. It was, what a clothesline. I wanted the clothesline. And then pretty soon at the end of the show, clothesline, we hit the over, And so I was already horrified by this. And then this guy shows up, Steven Regal. And Regal was great. He had that old school look where Regal could do what I used to do. Regal could get in the ring and just give him that look, and people booed his ass off. Plus, he could wrestle. So I'm watching this guy, and I'm thinking, God, too bad the guy doesn't have anybody good to wrestle with, because everybody else is just doing clotheslines now. So I brought it up myself. I did it myself. I said, you know what, let's do something. And getting out of the broadcasting kind of, kept me more in the limelight, so I did a little bit. So I said, let me do something with Regal, because I knew me and Steve Regal could have great matches. And it would help him get over, and it would help the boys see. I mean, the first match me and Regal had on TBS went like 27 minutes. I was dying because I was broadcasting for 4 years or so. But it went 27 minutes. And when I got back in the dressing room, Brian Pillman was running around going, oh, my God, these guys went 27 minutes and didn't throw one clothesline. So I was trying to just, get a new guy over that I thought was good and that worked, and trying to show the other guys some things where, you don't have to do what everybody else does with these stupid clotheslines every match. So that's why I did it with Regal. He was very good. And, in fact, I still see Steve, because he's with the Performance Center in the NXT show.
And a good guy behind the scenes as well.
Yeah.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Enough is enough! Booty poo candy! And I'm writhing in pain from my sharpshooter.
Rocky!
I am not a nugget!
Stick him straight up your candy ass!
I kicked your leg out of your leg.
The Rock has come back!